Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Phantom Hearts here, welcoming you to episode 2 of the podcast, and I'm joined by a very special friend of mine. His name's Caleb, aka Ultimosaic. Caleb, how are you doing today?
So far, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much for letting me join here today. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Yeah, me too. You're the first guest too, so it's very special. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, heck yeah! Very, very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to, just giving it a shot.
Yes, sir. So Ultimosaic, that's a very interesting username. Can you provide me and the listeners, a bit of backstory, if there is any, about your username at all?
There's a little bit of a story to it. It mainly just started off, I just needed something to switch up my username because all the username I was using for my platforms was something that was automatically, generated by Microsoft, for my Xbox username, and it was like Folding Kid 21. I was like, you know what? I don't think that's optimal. It doesn't really speak to me. So I had to come up with something else. And, as I was just messing around, I started thinking about Ultimosaic. And it just came to mind, and I thought it was kind of cool. In addition to that, I started thinking about it because I wanted to stick with a username that would last quite a while. And this one in particular kind of spoke to me because it kind of represents me in a way, because do you know what a mosaic is?
No. Can you enlighten me?
All right. Well, it's got a broader definition, but in terms of art, a mosaic is something that is it's basically something that's comprised of something else to make a larger piece. So, if I wanted to build, let's say I can make a picture of myself out of a bunch of pictures of myself, and just stuff like that. So basically, you're a combination of things that can help make up something greater. And I felt like that kind of represented me in a way because I'm kind of like the ultimate mosaic of everyone I've interacted with in my life. Because, for me, while I'm individualistic, I definitely take a lot of who I am from others. Not just like a copy and paste kind of thing, but I allow people to influence me in a way that can help me be better, and it just kind of worked. But yeah, that's kind of where the origins of my username came from. But how about yours?
Well, I think it really depends on which username you're talking about, because of course my YouTube is different than my Discord and my Xbox gamer tag. So I guess I'll start with the YouTube one, and technically my Spotify, since that's part of the podcast as well, with the name in it.
Nice.
So Phantom Hearts originated to me just because, I wanted to read creepypastas after reading, creepypasta stories like Mr. Creepypasta, Mr. Creepypasta Jr., or I think it's just Creepypasta Jr. And I was like, I can write a story and stuff. And this was before I had my, Blue Yeti and everything. So, of course, when I start making them again, I feel like the quality will be a lot better. And I found like some good music to go with it. And so I'm pretty confident in, my ability to do that. And then the Hearts comes from Kingdom Hearts because that's one of my favorite games of all times. And honestly, if you haven't played it, I would definitely recommend it. Have you ever tried it out, Caleb, or no?
So my first experience with Kingdom Hearts was whatever version came out on PlayStation 2. I never, so as a kid, that was the one game I would always play, but never be able to beat. For whatever reason, I barely could ever get past the tutorial of that first area, and so I never fully got into the whole series because as a kid I was an idiot. So because I just haven't gotten into the series, but I've heard quite a lot about how magnificent it is. So it's definitely on my list for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely can be a lot to go through because you're playing as a different person rather than Sora, who's like the main protagonist. Like you have to go throughout the whole his whole summer vacation basically is what you're playing through, and then there's like guys in black coats that you don't know what's happening, and it all turns out to be a virtual reality. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody, but that's literally the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 if you haven't played it. But yeah, that's basically what I did, is just combine, what I want to do later. What I want to do on the channel, which is creepypastas and maybe some Kingdom Hearts content. And of course, since I haven't played pretty much all of them yet on my channel, I still have like a whole bunch of content that I could create. And of course, I want to make it different, stand out rather than, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to part 72.
Understandable for sure.
So that's where that one came from.
I wanted to mention that you do have the voice for reading creepypastas and just this kind of content in general. Like it definitely works for this audio format.
Well, I really appreciate that, because I've heard that from some people, and I know some people I can talk to. Like, I'm like, man, you should make like this kind of content because like you have the voice for it. So it's definitely appreciate you telling me about that about my voice being good for that. And I think you could make some entertaining content, whatever you choose, honestly, with whatever audio waves. Like I remember we were discussing a while back about you making like a deep thoughts podcast, and we can just go on there and just be like 3 a.m. thoughts, or something like that.
Yeah, I have 3 a.m. thoughts all throughout the day.
Same here.
So yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And then for my Xbox username, which is just UXXMadXXbra, was basically just, you mad bro was taken. No, I'm just kidding. I just picked that because the random username was probably like Melted Spoon 4627 or something like that. So I just really couldn't, go with that again. And I've had other gamer tags. Yeah, that adds up. And then I've had other usernames for Xbox before, whereas like the Legend 1413, because my brother had his Game Gangsta 1413, I think, or something like that. So we just came up with those, but those were just some names that really established who I was on the online world.
Heck yeah. Yeah, because these names, they're going to stick around for quite a while. So as long as it's something that speaks to you, I think it's definitely worthwhile and kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. They will forever be on Xbox Live as long as the servers are up. You could just look them up and be like, man, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Just like looking at your gamer score or whatever, just reminiscing about the good times. Yeah. So what consoles have you owned in your lifetime?
So my very first console was a I've owned an Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, and now a PlayStation 5. I also have a PC as well that I play games on. But the only one I use now is my PS5 and my PC. What about you? Have you had the whole gauntlet kind of thing, or what?
I think I've had a majority of them, honestly, like the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I owned the PS3 for a little bit, but then I sold it so I can get a PS4, like use the money for it for a PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, the Wii. But I haven't had like the Wii U or the Nintendo Switch yet, just because, man, they are like $300 and something, and it's like, ooh,
yeah.
COVID,
definitely. And the thing is, Nintendo's like Apple in a way, where the value of their products will, they last for quite a while. And so they'll maintain that high price pretty much until, the next Switch comes out. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I'm kind of in that same thing where I've been trying to get a Switch for a little while, but it's never been worth it, as of now. I'm going to get it as soon as the Breath of the Wild 2 releases, for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I mean, the only one that I can really think of, there's a couple. Mario Party, the deluxe one. Mario Party Superstars, that one looks pretty fun. And then you got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they're adding new tracks on there. And then...
Oh, yeah, I heard. It's pretty cool. Tetris is fun on there as well.
Oh, nice. There's somebody that we know in our community that would love that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And then of course you also got Pokemon Arceus, and then Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I really haven't had the pleasure of playing those ones yet, but they look like they're a lot of fun. And then I think the last one I can think of is, what is that one called? The one that has the villager in it. What is his name? Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I mean that's the only one I know
That has a villager.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, villager.
Yeah, no, I know that one is on there, and I've never really understood it because I guess I never put my hands on it and tried playing it. But I do know that it's like a tax-paying simulator, so I guess it gets you prepared for life, from what I can see.
Hey, since schools aren't teaching kids how to do life stuff, might as well invent the game that does the same thing.
Amen to that, brother. No, but yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to learn once I start working, is like how to pay taxes. Like, who taught you how to pay taxes, or was that just something you just like instantly knew?
I figured it out on my own. I could have asked for help, but it's honestly pretty easy until, like, it just depends. Like, there's so many different ways to file your taxes. So it kind of just depends on how much you do in life and how much you own. Usually, you only have to worry. It only gets complicated if you own businesses and, or you're like wealthy or something. For just like the average Joe, or, for someone like you who's just going to start off working, doing taxes is super freaking easy. You just download an app, just answer yes or no for a bunch of questions, and you're good to go. So, yeah, it's going to be a little daunting at first, but, you'll be able to pick it up right away. But I would definitely talk to your, parents or whatever, just for like the first time, to make sure you don't screw up, because it's one of those things that, if you screw up, you can get audited, and, you can go to jail if you do it wrong.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I think everybody fears, is when tax season comes up. It's like, man, I really don't want to mess up, because then I go to jail. Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I've always had a strong feeling that they're not going to throw you in jail. I think that they're going to be a little more forgiving, especially if you're young and you're just in it for the first time. So,
or they could just be savages and just freaking throw you in jail, throw you in the brig.
That would honestly be hilarious.
Yeah, then you can make a vlog out of it if you sneak your camera in there. Hey guys, what's up? It's Phantom. I didn't pay my taxes right, so I'm in jail. Yeah. I wonder how long you go to jail for if you don't pay your taxes.
So I think there's an option to pay a fine, which is annoying. But I don't know. I think it just depends on, I guess, the severity of it. In my mind, I'm not sure though. What I'm saying is not factual on this topic. But now you just got me curious. Like, how are you gonna sneak a camera in there? Like, isn't there gonna be a little something all over the screen? If you know what I'm saying. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I honestly think that the metal detectors will get it before you even get in there. But you just have to like write in a diary or something, because I'm sure that's the only way you can get any information. So that would be what?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But there was something I was thinking about the other day, and do you mind if I change the topic a little bit? Just like a random thought I had yesterday.
Go ahead.
So this just popped in my head. Now you know how if you think of a ghost in your head right now. Just a typical, like what does a ghost look like to you in your head?
It looks like a bed sheet that has holes in it for the eyes and the face.
So, just being honest, your idea of a ghost was a little different than what I was expecting to say. But, aren't they usually like old, from like the 1800s or early 1900s? They're wearing like either like a dress or like an old suit. They're all like creepy. They're kind of from that era. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I was just thinking, like, what do you think ghosts are going to look like in the future? Do you think there's going to be like, stories of ghosts that are saying stuff like, bruh, like, did you hear it? Listen closely. There's like ghost channels or whatever. And then it's just going to be like, it's just going to like whisper YOLO, or, just whatever's trendy at the time. Or, oh, dude, yeah, like all the ghosts are just going to be like whispering like Vine memes.
Dude, that would actually be sick. I'd watch that. I'd pay for that.
Dude, heck yeah. The ghosts are just like trolling people, like with just by singing the Rickroll song. I don't know.
I'm gonna give you. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's actually pretty cool. They're gonna be like robotic or something like that. Because like, I honestly think we're heading to the future where it's gonna be like, like overly robotic. Like I know if you lose an arm, you can get like one of those robot hands, but like I'm thinking like decked out, like full on like muscles on it or whatever, and they have like different attachments. You'd be like, you know what? I can go for some apple juice. You press it, and then like it starts shooting out of your finger. Like that would be sick.
Dude, I would constantly keep my arms stocked up with chocolate milk.
Oh, dude,
just
chocolate milk.
straight up.
Dude. I freaking love chocolate milk. What do you get? Like True Milk, or do you like Hershey's? Like, what are we talking?
No, Nesquik powder for me all the way. I think dude, yeah, the Nesquik powder is the best way to drink chocolate milk. Or the Ovaltine. It's like the malt version, dude. Wonderful. Like if you want to be happy in life, you should drink some of that. Yeah, like to me that's my favorite kind. It's powder. I never, the syrup is okay, but I never cared for it too much. But yeah, True Moo, out of the ones that you can buy just out the jug, pretty freaking fantastic.
Yeah, if you're too lazy to like buy the powder and you like put pretty much like 3-4 spoons of it and then mix it, you can just get True Moo. But I haven't had the powder in forever. Is it still bussin', or is it like just kind of like a sheesh and a half?
That it is. It's very much bussin'.
bussin'. I love how like it went from like the origins of our username to like chocolate milk. It's like sponsor us, Nesquik.
Yeah,
that would be sick. I'd have like a tub right next to it. I'd have a tub right next to it, kind of like the people with G Fuel. I'm just like, just be chilling right there. It's like
that would be phenomenal.
Yeah. What would your dream sponsorships be? Like if you did do the theoretical Deep Thoughts podcast, like what products do you use a lot, or company do you like go to their stores a lot?
So I'm honestly, I don't really care about any brand in particular, as long as anything works or does what's needed. But I'm just trying to think, like off the top of my head, something that I just couldn't live without. I don't know. I would like the idea of Nesquik. That's definitely an excellent one. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I would want to be sponsored by like an organization or something that does something like worthwhile. I don't know. Kind of like a charity or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be very cool. And I think you already know what mine would be. Like, if we're being completely honest.
Dude, that would be a great one. Taco Bell, the greatest fast food restaurant on the planet.
Heck yeah, dude. That's what I've been saying, but everybody's all like, bro, it's not even Mexican food and stuff like that. It's like, bro, some of the Mexican places I go to, man, they taste like booty cheeks, Like, it's like, Taco Bell, at least, like, you know what you're getting, It's like, man, this is really good.
Exactly. Dude, I've been to a Taco Bell in like, I don't know, 5 different states, and they all taste identical. So, you know exactly what you're going to get.
Exactly. A very consistent, flavor and everything. And as you know, the first episode I talked about discontinued items. Is there any in particular that you really enjoyed that are now gone, or is everything that you normally order still on the menu?
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is the taco pizza.
The Mexican pizza.
Yes, the Mexican pizza. Sorry, I always called it a taco pizza.
Yeah, dude, that's hits. And I heard it. The taco pizza. It's fine. You basically just had it. You just needed to flip it and you would have got it. But I honestly heard that it's going to be coming back later on this year. So really, we're just hoping for the best, man. That was like literally the best thing that they had there. It was phenomenal. And like,
you better not be giving me hope.
Oh, dude, I'm not. I better not be giving myself false hope, because I saw it on the internet, and Caleb, everything on the internet is real.
Dude, 100%, though. Like
100%, man.
What do you think? What do you think I'm gonna go jump off my roof later? Because I can literally fly. Anyone can. You just have to believe.
Yeah, well, you got to follow the steps accordingly on the website first before you do that. You gotta. Or else
you're right. Yeah. How'd you know I forgot to meditate today? What?
Bro, it's just I just had a feeling, dude. Your aura was off. Like I don't know. It was just. Yeah. Yeah, and then
you're
speaking
a very
of
good vibrator.
Like very good vibrator. Yes, that's gonna be in the bio. It's like very good vibrator. No, but talking about the different Taco Bells in different states. Since I would always order the Mexican pizza, when we went to Colorado, they actually like replaced the enchilada sauce or the tomato sauce that they put on the Mexican pizza, and they put barbecue sauce, dude. And how do you think that tasted?
I don't even know how you're alive to talk about it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, it was like a culture shock to my taste buds. I was like, what just happened? I was like, what? Like, I just felt like,
should honestly be considered a crime. Yeah, but that should honestly be like considered a crime, like easily. Like, if you give me their phone number, I'll make sure they go to jail.
Yeah, I know the specific Taco Bell that was in Colorado too. So let me just send that over. Can you imagine? It's like, all right, this is the Taco Bell that it is. It's like, sue them in the future. I mean, what? Nope. Me and my lawyers can no longer talk about that. It's like, oh, well, it's that serious.
They're better than Arby's. Arby's called the cops on me.
The Arby's called the cops on me?
Yeah, just because my car broke down outside of, as they were closing. So they thought I was scoping out the joint. So they snitched. But I was just like waiting in my car for a ride because I was nowhere near any like place I could actually, change out my battery. So,
dude, and that's honestly got to be the worst place to get stuck at because, like, I'm sure if you would have went in there and ordered something, like, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have kicked you off, I guess, because it's like, okay, he's no longer sus in his car, waiting for somebody to pick him up or, to text his boss, hey, we're going to hit tonight, But if it's Arby's, man, there's not a lot of things that they have, They may have the meats, but they don't have the customer service, you know what I'm saying? Like,
very true. Very true.
That's crazy, though. I didn't know that Arby's called the cops on you. What did you tell the cops when they got there? Or did you, like, run or what?
No, they just did the whole knock on your window kind of thing, talk to me, make sure I wasn't suspicious, and just talk to me about it. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, how am I going to rob this Arby's and, like, get away? I can't because, my car doesn't start. Because,
yeah, you're like,
it's kind of, there's not even money in the cash.
You're like, there's not even money in the cash register.
Dude, I'm saying they're literally closing up. Like, am I gonna go steal like their secret sauce or like their, the recipe for their curly fries? No.
I mean, their curly fries are pretty bomb. So maybe they were trying to just defend one thing.
Yeah,
they
but
had,
you know
what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah, but if that was the case, then why do they sell them at Walmart? Because you can go to Walmart, buy the curly fries, read the ingredients list in the bag. Problem solved.
That's a pretty good statement, honestly. Like, I honestly have seen that too, where it's just like their things are over there. And it's like, man, Walmart's giving more money than Arby's, dude, for their fries. It's like, what?
I'm saying. Yeah, like, I'm luckily I've gotten like stopped by the cops like a million times, but fortunately for me, I've always gotten by all right. I got pulled over once because I was leaving the Sonic as it was getting dark, I forgot to turn on my lights, and so they thought I was on drugs, and so like I got pulled over by like 3 cops, and it was all for nothing. So I looked really sketchy, even though I was just like, just all I had to do was turn on my lights, and I was good to go. But they grilled me as if I was like driving under the influence.
Dang,
just because I forgot to turn on my lights.
Did they make you say ABCs backwards?
No, because I showed no indications that I was so because I wasn't. So yeah, no, it never got there. We just had a conversation. But my cousin was in the car with me, and so I get the nice cop. He didn't. And so like they were like running his name, like talking about all this stuff, and he's getting grilled. He got the flashlight in his face and all this stuff. And I was just having a conversation with the cop, and it was hilarious. Wow. I was trying not to laugh at him because he was getting grilled, But no, we just went to get some, shakes from Sonic. That's it.
Dang, dude, were they worth it?
100%. What do you mean? Yes. I also got pulled over on Christmas for running a stop sign because there's, of course, no one out and about on Christmas.
Yeah, that's very true.
And then I get a candy cane and a Christmas card from the cop.
Dude, that's awesome.
No, I wasn't speeding. I ran a stop sign.
Well, but you were
No, I was driving the normal speed limit past the stop sign that I was supposed to stop at.
I got you. That's pretty cool, dude. Like, that was a nice cops. Like, there's very different in the cops that will pull you over and give you a ticket for like $1,000, and then the cops that pull you over and give you candy canes and a card that says, "Hey, buddy, good job." It's like, what?
No, I mean, of course I learned my lesson, and I looked left and right, but I just didn't see the cop, and like I said, I only did it because there was no one in the parking lot. But yeah, like he gave me a stern talking to. He's like, you're not supposed to do that. X, Y, Z, whatever. But but yeah, I mean that was kind of like a random thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're always in your blind spot, man. They always get you.
Dude, I don't understand how. Like it's they have incognito mode.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then they got like speed traps all over the place. Like, oh, I never know what's gonna happen.
Good thing Google Maps tells you when there's speed traps now, at least on the interstate.
Cool. Yeah, but most of the time, like, I'll be like driving and it'll tell me, but sometimes I don't have my Bluetooth on, so like it'll say it, but then like I already drive past it and it's like, is it still there? I was like, what? This was 30 minutes ago. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea.
And like, how are you supposed to answer that while you're driving? Like,
exactly. I feel like they're just trying to trick you. Like, it's like,
basically it's like there's a speed trap and is it gone? You look down at your phone, you get pulled over by the cop for being on your phone.
Pretty much, it's the setup.
Like,
it's like the cops
that was the trap. Yeah, no,
that was
exactly.
The true trap.
100%.
Google's teaming up with cops and getting people tickets.
Of course, they gotta meet their quota. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But but yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I love how like in this second episode we went from like the origin of our names to like video games to like the best chocolate milk to get for the viewers out there who may be on the fence on what their favorite one is. And I'll probably put up a poll in Spotify, and then they can just like answer it, like whichever one they normally get. And then the roast of Arby's, talking about getting pulled over. That's hilarious.
Dude, here we go. Sponsored by Arby's, and I'm kidding.
Oh, they're actually sponsored by the police. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Tap into their ticket income. I'll take some of that. It's like, what?
Oh yeah.
We can get closer to getting our switches, man, even quicker.
Yeah, see, now you're thinking outside the box. This is exactly how you get through life as a winner. I'm kidding.
As a winner. Yes, sir. Okay, well, I just want to thank, the viewers for tuning in, whether it be on Spotify, YouTube, or any of the other platforms, wherever you're listening. Hope you guys enjoyed our little conversation, and, it helped you guys get through your day if you are already having a hard day, because, I don't know about you, Caleb, but sometimes hard days suck. It's like, just like for everybody.
I definitely know that. Definitely.
Yeah, very much. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow and rate if you're on Spotify, and on the other platforms. Do whatever you got to do on those. I'm not familiar with those ones yet. Is there any closing statements you got, Caleb?
No, just that thank you for allowing me to be a guest. I've enjoyed it so far, and I hope to, stop by again in the future. I look forward to hearing not only this podcast, but what you got coming up in the future.
Yes, sir. I love how you said enjoying it so far, like you're leaving space for it to be like poopy later on. You're gonna make an exposed video on me or something.
Oh! You weren't supposed to notice that, but okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys again for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.